guys, I'm Hamilton Erridge, president of New Lifestyle Diet and author of the book So Damn Hungry. And in front of me today, I have a big plate of food. And these foods are things that are in many people's lives, and they're the foods that we eat mindlessly every day. And this is a really important subject, and it's not only important for people who suffer from emotional overeating, but just about everybody who has an eating problem. And in the morning I go to work and I see people lined up at fast food restaurants and they're waiting to get their breakfast sandwiches and their hash browns. And then they're just mindlessly eating in their car and they're thinking about their jobs while they're driving along. And then people get to work and they reach into their desks and they might grab some crackers or granola or cookies and they're eating that. And often people will go out for lunch and they'll grab pizza or burgers or sandwiches. And they'll come back, and then on their way home, somebody might grab a snack at a vending machine, and they get home, and now they're having wine and more crackers and more chips, and we're just eating this food without even thinking about it. And what's amazing is you might say to somebody, you know, what did you eat today? And they'll say something like, well, you know what, I really didn't eat anything. Because in truth, they didn't have breakfast, they really didn't have lunch, and they didn't have a proper dinner. They snacked their whole way through the day. They did it out of convenience, and many times, admirably speaking, people do it because they're trying to get their jobs done or they're trying to live up to their responsibilities, and their food and their nutrition comes secondary. So it's really important that we stop doing this and we be mindful of this. And what we want to do is switch our thinking from mindless eating to mindful eating. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get rid of all this food. And I'm going to now introduce you to a revolutionary, technically advanced thing that is going to change your entire approach to the way you handle food and the way you think about it. Okay, so get ready. Shh, it's going to be our secret, so don't tell anyone. Here it is, bring it out. This is it. This is a fork. Now, I know what you're thinking. Duh, it's so obvious. But the truth is, we've gotten away from forks, and we've gotten to a place where we're just putting food in our mouths and we're not thinking about it anymore. We're not thinking about the food we're preparing for ourselves. We're not thinking about the food we're putting in front of us. And often we're just feeding ourselves mindlessly. So we want to stop doing that. And using a fork in your life is a great way to do it. So when I talk about healthy eating, it's important to realize that it's not complicated, it's not difficult, it can be very simple. And today I'm just going to make a quick meal so you can understand it and you can see how simple it is. So let me grab something. I'm going to grab a plate and a bag. And over here in our fridge, because it's so important to have food readily prepared. So on Sunday nights and Wednesdays, I typically prepare food because I've learned that if there's not healthy food in the house, I might be inclined to reach out and eat things that aren't so good. So if I know there's food there that's healthy, I'll have it. I'll be more inclined to eat it. So really, it's really this simple. I make this meal all the time for myself and my family. We enjoy this all the time. Literally a couple handfuls of lettuce, really simple. I then grab some tomatoes. All these sort of things can be prepared ahead of time. It's colorful, it's enjoyable. I like little onions, the kids don't. You can see that I'm also putting all this in a bag. There's cucumbers, you can literally do bell peppers, any vegetables that you enjoy, go for it. And then this is something that I always have. So we always have protein in the house. And I love chicken, I love turkey, I love beef, salmon. I'm an equal opportunity protein digester. But you enjoy the foods that you like. Literally, a handful, if you're a female, if you're a male, go for 2. If you're me, 3. and there it is. It's really, there's your salad. It's got your protein, your fibrous vegetables. Delicious. Now, another important thing, and I got it over here, salad dressing. Right now, we are painfully worried and aware in the nation about Ebola. But the truth is, ranch dressing is the #1 concern that this nation should have, because ranch dressing has destroyed more healthy salads than I even care to think about. So what I have here today is I prepare this myself. Ranch dressing has about 160 calories per serving. Most people dump it on their salad. They have 300 or 400 calories. I've made my own. It's a balsamic, it's a little olive oil, it's infused with lemon, a little salt and pepper. It's perfect. I pour it in the bag, barely anything. The kids love to do this, so if you've got kids, include them, have them involved in the process. You can put it in the bag, and then you shake it up. A little bit of dressing goes a long way. It barely takes anything. It's easy, it's quick, it's enjoyable, and you can do this at work. I mean, that's wonderful. It's simple food, it's delicious. I love it, I'll eat it all day long. And where's my favorite tool? It's the fork. And once again, when you eat with a fork, you've now been forced to think about the food that you've made. You're thinking about the food you're eating, and you're taking your time. You're giving yourself the conscientious effort of eating and enjoying the process instead of just feeding yourself. And before long, you realize that you're full and you've had enough and you stop, and it's enjoyable, it's healthy. And that's really what it's about. So here's my challenge for you this week. I want you to go out into the world, and I want you to eat with a fork. I want you to enjoy your meals with a fork. Now, obviously, if you're on a weight loss program like New Lifestyle Diet, you're going to have shakes and bars, but you're also going to have a healthy meal. And make sure that healthy meal is with a fork. So go out and do that this week. If you're not on a weight loss program and you've just found yourself a little bit out of control, take the time, use a fork, and it's going to be very eye-opening. You're going to see yourself and discover the foods that are creeping into your life, and you're going to become aware of it. And that's really what it's all about. So anyways, thank you for joining me this week. Please come visit my website at sodamnhungry.com. I have updates and new videos coming out. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'll be back next week with another video, and together we'll stop being so damn hungry. Thank you and take care.